Opponent's feet are moving. All right, let's go. These ladies are ready to play. Let's play pickleball.
First volley on the backhand side for Lacy Schneemann,
yes,
who has given her some issues recently. Nice to see that crisp volley on point one.
And what a looking away from the net. I don't know how she does it. And she gets that down in the kitchen, Adam.
I loved the lob from Lacy Schneemann. I can't believe the response was that good from Jorja. Aerial queens
yes,
we have on tour. As she gets a hold of something out of the air, she often does damage.
Just dies. All you can do is pick it up, give it back, and say a special word under your breath. Tyra Black also has been nursing a leg injury, but I don't see any kinetic tape on her leg today, so that's good news if you're a Tyra fan.
Have a straight up situation here with Tyra and Jorja. Often we see Tyra stacked over to the left.
There's the athletic Lacy Schneemann. What a rally, ladies. Okay. Not sure how that landed on the ground, but it did. Yes, please.
Yes.
What a rally.
Great point. And even though that one ball somehow dropped in the middle of all that, Tina finishes the point from the middle of the court. That's going to be huge in this matchup.
Whoopsie on the decision for Lacy there, and that created a pop-up. You'll see most, if not all, the returns go to Tyra here because of the prowess with third shots from Jorja Johnson.
Now, Jorja really gets linear and can create with some of her thirds and fifths. And it's not as if Tyra misses a lot of thirds, but she will leave some higher and give you something to work with.
Second
Just
serve.
demolished.
Lap City.
Zero, 3-2.
Beautifully done from Lacy Schneemann.
The reload, that was not a poor counterattack. After that initial speed up from Lacy, the reload of the paddle to be ready for the second was on point.
Side out.
Well, she tried something up the line there, Adam.
Keep going to it, Lacy.
3-1-1.
Need to be shut down many more times than just one or two to stop the offense.
Point.
I mean, there's the, we'll just say there was margin above the net on the third there, and they didn't even have to get to the kitchen.
4-1-1. Point.
Man, everything going the way of Jorja Johnson today.
That's pickleball in a nutshell.
Yep.
Some days everything feels
5-1-1.
awkward. Some days it's flowing.
That is
Point.
flowing
Timeout
in the
receivers,
breeze,
6-1-1.
and
1948.
6-1-1.
that is exactly what I just shared with you. We love having Jeffrey here. Meanwhile, The one-way show is what is happening with Tyra and Jorja.
Dave, I asked for them to
7-1-1.
both be playing very well at the same time, and ta-da.
Got earpieces. They heard you. That's a nasty drop. That's why she doesn't get many.
Second
Nice counter
serve.
from Lacy, but you saw that's the definition of a linear drop
Yes.
right there as it skids over about an inch above the tape.
7-1-2.
Oh, dear.
Point.
Paddle face open. Lacy stares it down. Cannot happen with this score line.
8-1-2. Side out.
That got awkward.
Yes, very awkward.
But return to Jorja at your own risk today. The two she's gotten have been
1-8-1.
just beauties.
Point.
Working. You can actually see, very smart from Pisnik, a little more float on
2-8-1.
her backhand slice dink and less knifing because that ball carries and allows Tyra to take the ball out of the air.
Point.
Now a quality dink on the forehand side for Team Pisnik.
3-8-1.
There's something going here.
And
serve.
Adam, why don't you send her a postcard?
3-8-2.
Apologizing for you.
Happy to take the blame.
Let's save Jorja. Oh man, Tina
Side
set
out.
up what she wanted, but was just a tad late on the second there in a beautiful combo platter.
Followed the ball so nicely after the initial speed
8-3-1.
up. Ball was just out of her strike zone though.
Calling the ball in. Second serve. The in ruling is under review.
Looking at
After review, the rally stands. The ball was in.
Oh.
Loss of
Okay.
a line review. 1 line review remaining. 2 line reviews remaining. We resume play at 8-3-2.
Scratch what I said. Sorry, Tina Pisnik. Beautiful put away.
What-
And
what-
way to end the point, Tina.
what perfect touch on that, right on the line with the paddle face open still.
Time
But
in.
got done. You saw those
8-3-2.
little cameras that are eyes on the lines there and giving us those quick. And Tina Pisnik aggressive in
Side
the middle
out.
like you were asking
Right.
for, Adam.
Wonderful partner protection with Lacy Schneemann unwinding the stack, going from the back left of the court to the front
3-8-1.
right. That's a long run. Come on.
Wow,
Second
rides
serve.
the rail all the way to San Francisco and still goes their way. Everything is going.
3-8-2. Point.
Just down enough where not in her strike zone there.
4-8-2.
That one is close.
Yes,
Yeah.
side out.
Expecting a speech when she's back.
After review, the rally stands. The ball was in.
Okay.
Loss of a line challenge. 1 free line challenge remaining. 1 free line challenge remaining. Resume play at 8-4-1.
When you hear free, that means we don't get into technicals and technical
in.
fouls and potentially
8-4-1.
loss of points. Each team gets 2 line call challenges.
Second serve.
Very difficult to take the one-handed backhand straight up the line from a high
8-4-2.
position. It was nice work from Tina Pisnik.
Point.
Break. Schneemann looking to reach in to take a little time away on that ball and clips the tape.
9-4-2.
Yeah, nasty roll there. Nice recovery from Pisnik.
Side out.
Trying to miss, so they get off 8, but that is it.
4-9-1. Second serve.
It's been some variability in the thirds of Lacy Schneemann, which
4-9-2.
cannot happen. Not her. Fastest player in all the land. We're still going. And then a pop-up and a destruction, and Tina Pisnik's like, yeah, I know we had a slow start, but look at what we can do.
Come on now, ladies. That's the points we were expecting.
Tina on 5.
This is really turning
Tina
into
on
something.
5.
The flow and the slow build in
Yes.
its first game for Tina Pisnik.
5-9-2.
And Lacy Schneemann is upon us. And they get more.
Not if
Side
we
out.
miss 2/3.
Yes. Back of the court issues.
So Lacy and Tyra are going to be the apple of both teams' eyes on the
9-5-1.
majority of the thirds. That cut serve.
Put away from
serve.
Tina. Yeah, sometimes when you're focusing on returning to Tyra, you'll throw one to Jorja and just kind of check it out. Well, she's checked out just
Yeah.
fine. So I expect
9-5-2.
everything to get funneled over to Tyra Black.
Okay.
Side out.
Keep him at 9.
5-9-1.
Now
serve.
one of the most reliable
Right.
third shot droppers in all the land throws it in the net.
5-9-2. Point.
And we are about a point away from serious scoreboard pressure here.
Slow build.
6-9-2.
And there it is. Is
Point.
the timeout coming here? It doesn't look like it. And remember, Pisnik and Schneemann won the prior meeting.
7-9-2. Side out.
Tough ball out of the air there for Schneemann. So they get to 7. Is this the last possession of game 1,
9-7-1.
though?
Second serve.
Wow, so the elite level of play has slipped just a bit here.
9-7-2.
Oh, what a dig. Both sides showing the defensive chops. Now we're at the kitchen. Unbelievable dig after a very poor decision. And then it is Tyra that pops it up. And how about that, Adam? Another empty trip.
A beautifully played point there. So many resets. Jorja and Tyra were in a winning position 3 or 4 times in that point and weren't able to capture it.
7-9-1.
Here we go. Can they tie or even do better? They survive and oh no.
Second serve.
Sure. Oh, they're going to challenge
The
again?
ball landed dead on the other side
They
of the net.
can't.
Challenge that.
Mary, we're going to try and pull that up and show you.
Side out.
There's some carryover
Of course,
there.
not surprising after that frustration or a bit of
9-7-1.
controversy to have a short point with an error involved.
Second serve.
But Tyra throws a third in the net. Another try to earn a game point.
9-7-2.
And that's the way to answer back. Shut down the middle.
A couple very nice partner protections when Lacy is
7-9-1.
unwinding from Tina in this first game. Important part of being the left side player.
What a shot from
Second serve.
Jorja Johnson. Inside out, catches the left foot as Tina's looking for something more in the middle.
It held it to the last second. Bagged the
7-9-2.
paddle back behind the wrist from Jorja Johnson.
Side out.
And they do absolutely nothing with the opportunity. And by my side, and
9-7-1.
Black and Johnson have been in neutral for about 10 minutes here. Called timeout to get that squared away. There's two great athletes going head to head there. What a get from Lacy, but they finally earned that game point.
Offensive timeout paid dividends.
10-7-1.
Awesome get
Second
from
serve.
Tyra, but couldn't put it high enough in the air, so game point 2.
10-7-2.
Way too high
Point
from
game,
Lacy.
11-7.
Jorja makes her
Timeout taken.
pay, and they get out the door. Great early episodes. Go behind the scenes like you have never seen pro pickleball before. It's really well done. Oh,
Side
no.
out.
See, mid-fire
Lacy.
right.
That doesn't happen a lot,
Lacy left foot.
but Mary, Mark, and our whole referee team, just they're so good. They're so focused on that
0-0-1.
the players don't even challenge. Pulled wide. So what's real? The beginning of game 1 or the back half of game?
I understand that Jorja Johnson and Tyra Black won that game, but they were outplayed in the second half of game 1.
1-0-1.
So something has to settle right here.
Great first
Second
volley for
serve.
the team.
With the slice, too. Jorja never even had her paddle down low enough to get underneath that ball. Very knifey from Pisnik. The ability of Tina Pisnik to neutralize. That was a well-played offensive point from the left side from Jorja Johnson. The ball kept coming back over.
0-1-1. Second serve.
There's Slovenian special words coming right there.
It was a unique first volley from Tyra Black.
Thought it was it stood there forever.
Worked.
Point.
Jorja smashes one into the net, and they're on the board here in game 2, tied at 1.
1-1-2.
Takes the drop shot, then did that, whatever that was.
Point.
But some errors creeping into Jorja's game, and that isn't just here at the end of game 1. They were there as well. And she had about 0 in her mixed doubles win.
Point.
Pulled when the other player was the one that was in trouble.
Yeah, so maybe the
3-1-2.
back half of game 1 is the real story, as Schneemann and Pisnik are carrying it over here, even though they lost that game.
Point.
And Jorja is like, what is happening? I was playing 10 out of 10 in mixed earlier and at the beginning of this game.
4-1-2.
Great read of that lob from Lacy Schneemann, and just no juice for these ladies over here. Let's see if they can find some.
1-4-1.
Tricky. Look at that track down. Left side Lacy. Rock you like a hurricane. This is amazing. Another one off the tape. That's why we love women's doubles right there. What a rally from all 4 ladies.
And that can be the type of point that gets the juice going for Tyra Black and Jorja Johnson.
2-4-1.
A dink air in the net is nice from your opponent, but an extended rally means more.
They're not
Second
sure.
serve.
Jorja
Jorja's saying, yeah, sorry, Tyra.
Nice put away from Lacy Schneemann.
Full flamingo.
Yeah, inside out. Lovely.
2-4-2. Side out.
And now just a plain miss serve. Looks over at Mama Bear like, help.
4-2-1.
Can be a lonely feeling out there.
She's, what can Mama Bear say?
Exactly.
Make your serve,
Yeah.
Jorja.
And speaking of Mama Bear and all the mamas out there, happy early Mother's Day to all the moms. Shout out to mine and the lovely Deb Fleming. And
5-2-1.
Corinne, of course, who just gave birth to Adam. Come on.
Legend of the game, Corinne Carr.
Second serve.
Man, that was very wristy.
Very
there.
left hand.
Uh-huh. Jorja brought it from the
5-2-2.
middle of the court back to the left side of Tina. Offensive dink.
incredible hands all around. We're still going again.
Side out.
Wow. No one's more surprised than she is that that happened.
Like other players don't react like
No.
that because soft errors are part of their game, and they do it a couple
2-5-1.
times. Tina is incensed.
Point.
That is some great counterattack ability from Tyra Black and Jorja Johnson, because Lacy is pretty nasty from the right side with the
3-5-1.
backhand out of the air
Yes.
too. It's not just the
I'll recall.
forehand for her.
3-5-1.
Choice from Lacy, and she pays the price. Had a ball in the strike zone
Right.
and threw up a lob.
I mean, that's happened to me also. I've decided, hey, I can catch her with a lob, and then you get one throat high and you're
4-5-1.
thinking lob instead of just smacking it full pace.
Our brains are just so rude. What a shot from Tyra
Point.
Black and fresh.
1.
What a pickup from Lacy. Just catches and then Flamingo fluster.
You're committed. Once you go up to the one leg, it's very hard to
6-5-1.
hop there. You can't take the shuffle or the adjustment steps.
Scamper by Jorja. What a pull
Second
by
serve.
Lacy. Okay.
That Tyra out of sorts. What a spot right at the body.
Second serve.
Yeah, and that get from Jorja was good because she was retreating. She had to
6-5-2.
explode back forward. But you see the benefit
Side
of the
out.
Flamingo also. We saw the issue with it a couple
Yes,
points
yes.
ago. But Lacy, she had power on that
5-6-1.
shot, and she took the time away to react for Jorja and Tyra.
Sneaky lob is in there. What a track down from Lacy. Oh no.
Second serve.
Definitely made the harder one because
Yes.
that was a beautiful lob.
Always the easy one.
5-6-2.
Yeah, inside out with the backhand on the lob from Jorja. You don't see that specific lob often.
Point.
Bunt, dink. Unsuccessful for Tyra Black. Let's-
6-6-2.
What is going on here?
I mean, I feel like
somebody,
I'm at a rec court. Who wants it? And I don't mean by the play, but what people say.
oh man,
And nasty off the tape. It gets down, and those are the ones you hope to have until it's got too much pace on it.
I mean, stone
Lacy
cold
on
to
set.
Oh,
even go for that shot from Lacy
Yeah.
Schneemann. Hop in the corner. There was a lot going on that
7-6-2.
sequence.
That is pretty from
Point.
Lacy Schneemann. And Adam, if you're a believer in history repeating itself, when they beat Tyra and Jorja,
8-6-2.
Lacy and Tina, they dropped game one and won the next two. world happened there?
I don't know, but Schneemann's on a heater. Backhand counter that point. Backhand offense combination on the previous point. 3-point lead.
Full steaming for Schneemann. Uh-oh.
Side out.
Took the pot off the stove. So what's the pushback?
6-9-1.
Pretty aggressive, shuts the middle down.
Six, 9-2.
Knifey serve.
Side out.
Empty trip.
Nothing. Tyra coming in hot, unsuccessful. Jorja
9-6-1.
mid-court miss. Big moment.
Second serve.
What's the level above incensed there for Tina Pisnik?
9-6-2.
Special words incensed. Pops up the next one and pays the price.
Side out.
That is a stunning way to get the ball back. 2 returns to Tina.
Yeah, and the last 4 points have kind of been how this game has gone flow-wise.
6-9-1.
Great dig from Jorja. Now what? What
Second
is a
serve.
missed backhand dink from Tyra?
And that was the slice. We saw the two-handed bunt mistake
6-9-2.
a handful of points ago. So backhand side with the soft stuff has to get situated.
So then
Side out.
disaster in the middle after they say, let's try Jorja on the left. That was a just terror. That had nothing on it.
Yeah. Some games are all flow from start to finish. Some games are no flow. That's
9-6-1.
pickleball. Have to find a way to win when it's tough to string points together.
Customary drop from Tina.
What a
Second
combo.
serve.
Tyra takes that initial backhand cross court so often, but it's so good that the players, even if they know it's coming or they can read it, it's hard to
9-6-2.
counter the ball.
That's in there. Beauty. Nice track down. Now what?
Side out.
Little extra spin on that roll from Tyra, eating up Tina Pisnik, and the reaction was gold
Yes,
from
it was.
her.
Adam. 9-6.
6-9-1.
Now back to 6-9-1. Oh, skitter. Lacy's still got him going. And a missed overhead.
Second serve.
Make him hit one more, Adam.
It's almost like Tyra
6-9-2.
jumped too high and hit that ball lower than we normally see it.
Man, what a workout, and then they
Side out.
plow into each other. Jorja hits her PPA tour
9-6-1.
in lifetime, and here we go. Does the offensive timeout work again? Oh, dear.
Second serve.
I'll tell you what, I could live at one of these things. Lifetime
Oh,
facility.
yes.
It's amazing.
9-6-2.
Here. Give me a cubicle. call timeout, and those are two very simple mistakes.
Forehand rolls. The stronger
6-9-1.
wing of Lacy Schneemann as well.
And I can hear rec players from across this nation at parks saying they don't want it right now.
7-9-1.
And that is exactly what's going on within two. Make it one. I mean, she's just incredulous at what has happened here over the last 5 minutes. Lob serve, lob return. Beautiful.
Second serve.
Can you see the tennis in that overhead at all,
Yeah,
Adam?
get that. She even flexed the right bicep there after that put away power.
8-9-2.
Second chance to tie. Just wide, so they get within one, and that's it.
Almost a disaster was Lacy ducked.
9-8-1.
Yes.
Tina was a little late to come over to cover the overhead.
Handle there on the defense. Still try Lacy. She gets it back. Get in. Back to the air, and Pisnik
Second
is
serve.
on the ground. Down goes Pisnik. I mean, you start to get mental on this. We've been at 9 forever.
9-8-2.
And
Side
they
out.
remain stuck.
I totally agree with you on the mental factor, and that was 4 or 5 chances
8-9-1.
at 9 ago.
Wow, and a lady who has lots of tattoos and loves one gets another unexpectedly, and we are tied at 9.
9-9-1. Second
However,
serve.
pulled wide there, Adam.
Yeah,
What's happening here?
I'm at a loss for words, which is very rare for me.
9-9-2.
Second chance to earn a match point. Passes up a chance, now a lob. Oh no.
Side out.
Missed it and then goes into the splits. Every one of my hamstrings would be shredded right now, but that is one very, very athletic lady that is up in a
9-9-1.
heartbeat.
She goes to the splits often, but that one was more extreme
Yes.
than normal.
Point.
Finally get to 10, and now a game point to force a third hits the paddle of Tina Pisnik.
10-9-1.
beautifully done. And what knife to knife over there.
Worked that time, but I'm surprised to see such a heavy ball distribution to Tina Pisnik in the last 5 minutes.
That is missed deep, and we will play 3. They were stuck on 9 for an eternity, but when the opponent got to 9, can Jorja and Tyra if they can find their best stuff. Here we go, game 3 on Jorja's paddle.
I mean, one clean game away from being 2-0 against this top team of Jorja Johnson and Tyra Black.
0-0-1.
Early jump.
Point.
Way early. And then you're hitting the overhead about the height of your face.
I think it was below that on the contact point for Jorja Johnson.
Second serve. 1-0-2.
Beautifully done by Tina Pisnik there. Took over and got that finishing blow.
Backhand, forehand for Tina. And probably her biggest celebration of the match. Full clinch after that.
And that misses well deep, and the 2 seeds are there for the taking here. Will it happen? Deep on kind of a big cut there from Jorja.
It's a great bailout from Tina Pisnik, because Jorja is pretty flat or backspin or side spin on some of her counters, so Tina read that play perfectly.
Off the tape, over the swing and the miss from Tyra. Adam, it is 5-0. We switch ends at 6. Are they going to switch up 6 bagel?
5-0-2.
They sure are. My goodness gracious. How about the defense from Pisnik?
And Tina be getting interviewed here in a couple of minutes.
I mean, they won the first time, as we mentioned about 67 minutes ago, as I look at the running clock in this one.
Point.
In the middle of the court and finds the right side of the body of Tyra Black. Things continue to be rosy for Schneemann and Pisnik.
Side out.
Finally get the ball back, but that is a massive touchdown and an extra point here.
0-7-1. Point.
Missed. And some mixed results, but mostly positive from Lacy Schneemann, rolling the backhand out of the air from that same position.
Second serve.
I mean, just pulled out of that.
That sometimes is an issue for Jorja. She has the good knee bend, but you can't pop up early.
Side out.
And I will say Lacy Schneemann has done a nice job with her footwork at the kitchen line. She has been finding a lot of roll topspin forehands with the contact point out in front instead of going to the short hop, which got her in trouble yesterday.
How about that? And good night. Thanks for coming. How about game 2 and 3? Schneemann and Pisnik beat Tyra Black and Jorja Johnson again. This ain't no fluke. This is a team that walked in. Welcome back, everybody, to the Toys R Us PPA Finals. Hey, this isn't an upset if we beat them before. What a performance from Tina Pisnik and Lacy Schneemann. They're standing by with Ireland.
Tina, the second time you've taken out Jorja and Tyra, and you do it at the finals. How good does this one feel, and how confident are you for the rest of the tournament?
I just have to say the last time I won a match on CC was 2024. So I really enjoyed this. It was fun. I love the music, and I love all the support from the stands. That was great.
Lacy, so many momentum shifts in this one. How are you guys staying mentally confident?
Yeah, I mean, I love playing with Tina. She's such a rock. You know, as I came down to play today, I had Dave and Adam tell me to start steaming today. A nickname for me is Steamin' Schneemann, so I did my best to steam today. It was a little on and off, which contributes to the momentum, but I thought we stayed strong, and again, love Tina by my side, so yeah, always a battle out there.
And Tina, this is the finals. You have to get invited to this tournament. How good does it feel to do it with Lacy by your side?
I mean, it's great. It's, you know, the work pays off, and having Lacy next to me, it's fun. Like, we have fun between the points. We try to cook at the kitchen, and I don't mind Lacy missing, but when she's cooking, she's cooking. It's good.
You guys were definitely cooking at the kitchen today. Congratulations. Dave, back to you.
5-course meal down there, Ireland, and how about that? So that pool is